Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss the activities that comes under cash flow statement. The last two chapters, that is cash flow and accounting ratios, are very important from practical point of view. Okay, because in practical examination, written test will be there, that is of 12 marks, and 6 marks question each from these two chapters will be asked. Alright, so from the very first day you need to be focused, then only you will get the concept. So here you can see the various activities of an enterprise which result into inflows and outflows of cash are the subject matter of a cash flow statement. Yes, I told you that cash flow statement we prepare because to know the movement of cash during the year. Okay, it tells us about on all the inflows, that is our receipts, and outflows, which means payment. It is prepared according to the Accounting Standard 3 revised. There are three activities that comes under cash flow statement. First is operating activity. Second, investing activities. Last is financing activities. So let us discuss what is the meaning of operating activities. In simple language, we can say that all our day-to-day activities comes under operating activities. Okay, for example, अगर मैं गारमेंट का बिजनेस कर रही हूँ, ऑलराइट, तो जो मेन इनकम सोर्स ऑफ इनकम मेरा होगा वो कहाँ से होगा? फ्रॉम गारमेंट ओनली, फ्रॉम क्लोथिंग ओनली. आई कैन नॉट रिलाई अपॉन अदर सोर्स ऑफ इनकम, दो इट इज अ पार्ट, बट मेरा जो मेन ऑपरेशन जहाँ से हो रहा है, मेन सोर्स ऑफ इनकम है, वो मेरा बिजनेस से होगा जिसमें मैं डील कर रही हूँ. सो दैट इज योर ऑपरेटिंग एक्टिविटीज. ऑल द डे टू डे ऑपरेशंस या जिस बिजनेस से हम डील कर रहे हैं. ओके, इनकम रिलेटेड टू दोज ट्रांजेक्शंस comes under operating activities. Alright, the other name of operating activity is principal revenue producing activities. Yes, अभी मैंने बताया जिस बिजनेस से हम engaged हैं उससे जो हमारा transactions हो रहा है, so all those transactions are a part of operating activities. Okay, in other form you can say जिससे net profit generate होता है, either net profit or net loss. Okay, those transactions are a part of this activity. So let us make the concept more clear. Here you can see classification of enterprise. There are two types of business. First is our non-financial, another is financial. Manufacturing, retail, service are a part of non-financial enterprise. Okay, manufacturing business deals with manufacturing and selling goods. Retail business deals with buying and reselling goods. Service business deals with selling and providing services. And when we talk about financial enterprise, it relates to finance. That means providing loans, taking loans, dealing in securities, etc. Okay, so these are the principal revenue producing activities which are a part of operating. Okay, let's take an example. Suppose Tata, a finance company, providing loans. Under which company will it come? Operating, investing, financing. I repeat, Tata, a finance company, providing loans, under which activity will it come? Is it a part of financing activity? No. It will come under the category of operating activities because what I said, Tata a finance company. तो finance company का यहाँ देख सकते हो, finance company का तो काम ही है providing loans, taking loans, dealing in securities. तो ये इनका day to day working हुआ. Okay, that's why it is a part of operating activities. अगर मैं बोलती टाटा a non financial enterprise, ओके, प्रोवाइडिंग लोन्स, ठीक है, तब ये ऑपरेटिंग में नहीं आता बिकॉज नॉन फाइनेंशियल एंटरप्राइज मैन्युफैक्चरिंग रिटेल सर्विस है, इनका काम लोन एंड सिक्योरिटी से डील करना नहीं है. सो अंडरस्टूड द कंसेप्ट. फाइनेंशियल नेचर के जो भी एंटरप्राइज होते हैं, देयर मेन सोर्स ऑफ income, their main transactions are providing loan, taking loan, dealing in securities. But for non-financial enterprise, these are the principal or revenue producing activities. Principal revenue producing activities: manufacturing and selling goods, buying and reselling goods, selling and providing services. These are the examples of cash flow from operating activities. You can see here non-financial enterprise first. Non-financial, just now I have explained, all your manufacturing, retail and service enterprise comes under this. Cash receipts from sale of goods, rendering services. Receipts from royalty, fees, commission and other revenue. Receipts from trade receivable, cash payment to suppliers, okay, for goods and services, cash payment, wages pay कर रहे हैं, salaries pay कर रहे हैं, cash payment और refund of income tax. अगर question में कुछ specify नहीं है, that will come under operating activity. Okay. For financial enterprise, these are the transaction that comes under operating, like payment for purchase of securities, okay, receipt from sale of securities, dividend received on securities, payment of interest on loan, interest received on loans granted, payment of salaries etc. to employees, cash payment or refund of income tax, okay, unless they can be specifically identified with financing and investing activities. So these are the transactions, okay, day-to-day transactions which comes under the category of operating activities. Here we have one question. Identify which of the following transactions will be classified as operating activity. You can see the transactions here. We have purchase of furniture, cash sales, payment of dividend, cash paid to trade payable, selling expenses, purchases of investment, redemption of preference shares, payment of interest on debentures, proceeds from issue of share capital, sale of building, income tax paid, commission received, cash received from trade receivables, repayment of loan. Okay. So we need to identify which of the transactions will come under operating activity. Here nothing is mentioned, that means it is a non-financial enterprise. Yes, अगर question में कुछ mention नहीं है, we'll consider it as non-financial enterprise. So for non-financial enterprise, what would be the transaction that comes under operating? Purchase of furniture? No, because furniture comes under fixed assets. Cash sales? Yes. So cash sales is the first transaction that comes under operating activity. What about payment of dividend? नहीं आएगा because dividend is a part of shares. Shares पे dividend हम pay कर रहे हैं shareholders को. It won't come under this transaction, this activity. Cash paid to trade payable, yes, just now we have discussed. Here you can see non-financial enterprise. These are the transaction, cash payment to suppliers. So cash paid to trade payable will come under operating. Okay, so transaction number 4. Then we have selling expenses. Yes, selling expenses also comes under operating activity. Purchase of investment नहीं आएगा. Redemption of preference shares, no. Then payment of interest on debentures, because it is long-term borrowings, it won't come under operating. Proceeds from issue of share capital, it won't come. Sale of building because of non-current assets, it won't come. Income tax paid, yes, because nothing is specified, it will come under operating activity. Commission received, yes, just read. All royalties, fees, commission comes under this operating activity. Okay, so 12 transaction. Then cash received from trade receivable, yes, debtors transaction will also come under operating. Repayment of loan नहीं आएगा because it is related to finance and we are talking about non-financial enterprise. So these are the transaction that comes under operating activities. Cash sales, okay, cash paid to trade payable, selling expenses, income tax paid, commission received, cash received from trade receivables. Next we have investing activities. Okay, so investing activities include all those transactions which are related to long-term assets and other investment. Okay, investments, students, those investments which are not included in cash and cash equivalent, like current investments. Okay, current investments are not part of this activity. Apart from that, all other investments comes under investing activity. Examples are purchase and sale of fixed assets like machinery, land and building, etc. Okay, so basically transactions related to non-current assets and non-current investments are a part of investing activities. Here we have the examples of cash flow from investing activities. Fixed assets purchase किया including intangible assets, receipts from sale of fixed assets, okay, purchase of securities, shares. ये चीज भी क्लियर रखनी है. अगर शेयर्स इशू कर रहे हो दैट इज द अदर थिंग, बट अगर बिजनेस शेयर्स पे इन्वेस्ट कर रही है, ओके, किसी कंपनी के शेयर्स परचेज करिए, इट इज अ काइंड ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट ओनली, इट विल कम अंडर इन्वेस्टिंग एक्टिविटी. ओके, रिसीट्स फ्रॉम सेल ऑफ सिक्योरिटी, शेयर्स, वारंट्स, कहीं से इंटरेस्ट आ रहा है, हमने शेयर्स पे इन्वेस्ट किया और उस पर इंटरेस्ट आ रहा है, डिविडेंड रिसीव हो रहा है, दैट इज अ पार्ट ऑफ इन्वेस्टिंग एक्टिविटीज. ओके, सो ये दोनों चीजों में कंफ्यूज नहीं हो गए. इशू ऑफ शेयर्स एंड इन्वेस्टिंग ऑन शेयर्स इज अ डिफरेंट थिंग. इशू ऑफ शेयर मीन्स आप शेयर होल्डर्स को इशू कर रहे हैं अपने शेयर्स, एंड इन्वेस्टमेंट इन शेयर्स मतलब आप किसी कंपनी के शेयर्स एक्वायर कर रहे हो, परचेज कर रहे हो, विच विल बी ट्रीटेड एज इन्वेस्टमेंट. ओके, सो इट विल कम अंडर इन्वेस्टिंग. Advance and loans made to third parties, receipts from repayment of advance and loan made to third parties, all these transactions are the example of cash flow from investing activities. Okay, जो भी investment से related है और non-current assets which are not held for resale. Okay, जो resale के purpose के लिए नहीं है, आपने acquire किया है, and your investments are a part of investing activities. Here is one question. Identify which of the following transactions will be classified as investing activity. We have dividend paid, interest received on investment, sale of investment, dividend received on shares, interest paid on debentures, cash received from debtors, purchase of goodwill, commission paid, sale of securities, investment in marketable securities, sale of building, office expenses. Now we need to identify which of the transactions will come under investing. First is dividend paid. डिविडेंड पे कर रहे हो मतलब आपने शेयर्स इशू किए हैं और अपने शेयर होल्डर्स को यू आर पेइंग डिविडेंड, इट वोंट कम अंडर इन्वेस्टिंग एक्टिविटी. नेक्स्ट वी हैव इंटरेस्ट रिसीव्ड ऑन इन्वेस्टमेंट. ऑफ कोर्स इट इज अ पार्ट ऑफ इन्वेस्टिंग एक्टिविटी. जस्ट नाउ आई टोल्ड यू, अभी हमने एग्जाम्पल्स में भी देखा है, जो भी हमने इन्वेस्टमेंट किया है उसमें अगर कुछ भी रिटर्न आ रहा है, इट इज अ पार्ट ऑफ इन्वेस्टिंग एक्टिविटी. तो सेकेंड ट्रांजेक्शन विल कम अंडर दिस. Then we have sale of investment. Again investments, आपने कुछ इन्वेस्टमेंट किया था उसको आप सेल कर रहे हो. It comes under the category of investing activity. Then we have fourth is dividend received on shares. You purchase shares, उस पे आपको dividend मिल रहा है. It will also come under this activity. Then next is interest paid on debentures. It is not a part of this. डिबेंचर्स आपने इशू किए हैं उस पर इंटरेस्ट दे रहे हो तो ये नहीं आएगा. अगर हम डिबेंचर्स पे इन्वेस्ट करते और रिटर्न आता, इंटरेस्ट मिलता तो हम रिकॉर्ड करते, अदरवाइज इट वोंट कम अंडर दिस एक्टिविटी. देन वी हैव नेक्स्ट इज कैश रिसीव फ्रॉम डेटर्स. इट इज अ पार्ट ऑफ ऑपरेटिंग. वी हैव जस्ट स्टडीड. Okay, then purchase of goodwill. Yes, goodwill is non-current assets and I told you both tangible and non-intangible assets comes under this. So purchase of goodwill will come under investing. Then commission paid. It is a part of operating. Sale of securities. Yes, it will also come. Investment in marketable securities, these are current investment. We have just studied in the meaning. Here it is. It includes other investment not included in cash and cash equivalent. So marketable securities are current investment only. So it will not come under this category. Sale of building, yes, it will come. Office expenses won't come as it is a part of operating activity. So these are the transaction that comes under investing activity. Interest received on investment, sale of investment, dividend received on shares, purchase of goodwill, sale of securities, and last sale of building. I hope the concept is clear to you all. So here is our last activity, financing activities. Transactions related to change in the size of composition of owner's capital, that is shareholders fund, and borrowings of the business comes under financing activities. Students, here I am not going to explain you about shares and debentures in detail because the concept of these topics we are going to discuss in our another book, that is accounting for companies. So बस इतना ध्यान में रखना है, ऐसे transactions which lead to change in share capital and borrowings comes under financing activities. Okay, here we have the examples. Cash proceeds from issue of shares and other similar instruments. Cash proceeds from issue of debentures, loans, bonds, and other short or long-term borrowings. Cash payment of the amount borrowed, redemption of debentures and preference shares. Redemption का मतलब होता है repayment. Payment of buyback of equity shares, payment of dividend on shares, payment for interest on debentures and loans. Okay, so कोई भी transaction जो borrowings या shareholders fund, that is owners capital, इसके ट्रांजेक्शन्स को चेंज करता है, विच लीड्स टू चेंज द कंपोजिशन ऑफ द साइज ऑफ शेयर होल्डर्स फंड एंड बोरोइंग्स, दैट विल कम अंडर financing activities. All right, We'll discuss about shares and debentures in our another book. अभी के लिए सिर्फ इतना कंसेप्ट आपको ध्यान में रखना है. Here is one question. Identify which of the following transactions will be classified as financing activity. Furniture purchase for cash, proceeds from sale of investment, issue of 12% debentures, purchase of fixed assets, dividend received, redemption of preference shares, proceeds from long-term borrowings, cash received from debtors, payment of dividend, income tax paid, purchase of non-current investment, and last, interest paid on borrowings. So after studying operating and investing activity, I hope you can easily identify the transaction that comes under financing. So our first transaction would be issue of 12% debentures. Okay, just now we have discussed issue of shares. Debentures are a part of financing. So our first transaction would be third one, that is issue of 12% debentures. After that, purchase of fixed assets, dividend received नहीं आएगा. It is a part of investing. Redemption of preference shares, yes. In the example itself, we have studied. Here it is. Redemption of debentures and preference shares. So it will come under financing. Transaction number 6. Next we have proceeds from long-term borrowings. It will also come here. Cash received from debtors won't come. Payment of dividend. Yes, payment of dividend comes under financing. Income tax paid, because nothing is specified, it comes under operating. Purchase of non-current investment, it comes under investing. Last is interest paid on borrowings. So it will come under financing activities. So these are the 5 transactions that comes under financing activities. Issue of 12% debentures, redemption of preference shares, proceeds from long-term borrowings, payment of dividend, and last, interest paid on borrowings. I hope all the activities concept is clear to you all. In the next class, we'll solve one compiled question of cash flow statement. Okay, practice some more questions like this only, classification of various activity. Okay, so that the concept will be more clear to you.